Welcome in, everybody, to the Casual Sports Podcast. Monday edition is always this, me and Mike. Mike, how you doing?
What's up? Nice day out.
Yeah, it is. I was wearing shorts today.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's hot. I'm wearing shorts. I had the windows
it's-
down, too. I had the windows down. Yesterday, I had the
It's
heater
60
on.
out, dude, in February.
Today, I had the windows down. Yeah, I don't care. It's supposed to snow Wednesday, though.
It's all right.
Can't believe it. Oh, well. My snowman's dead. It's still
mine's
the
long
bottom.
gone. Long gone.
Mine's got that bottom half still going.
Mine's 100% gone.
Oh man.
There's not a drop of snow in my yard.
Huh?
Like a single. There's nothing in my yard. Nothing. You can see
I still have a little snow, but not too much. But
you're sitting here talking
I
about
gotta
snow,
go pick up all the crap I put on it, like the sticks and cans and the hat I put on it.
Yeah.
But
still talking about snow, man.
Yeah, I don't care. It's a slow Monday. I just woke up.
Dang.
Oh no, I didn't. I had to go to class. But
good.
Let's talk about some sports.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little NASCAR. I just woke up from a nap, so NASCAR. We can talk a little bit. Might want to go back to sleep, so we won't talk too much about it. But I mean, the Daytona 500 was yesterday, and Austin Cindric won it, who's pretty much unknown, and he kind of got lucky. I mean, there's that huge wreck. I mean, Ryan Blaney ended up finishing fourth, and he could have won it, but there's all that crap that happened, and he ended up winning. But a couple other drivers, I mean, Chase Elliott finished 10th. The defending champion Kyle Larson didn't even finish the race. So
yeah,
I mean, it's the first race. Watch this Cindric guy not win anything else the whole year. You win the 500, it's a curse. You won't win again.
Yeah,
you won't win again. But
it's a good one to win.
It's cool. Yeah. It'd be sweet to win. But I think it'd be cool to go to one of these races one day, like one of these.
A lot of people have been going.
Yeah, somebody that we know.
A couple people.
There, yes. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a beautiful track. I mean, it's in Florida, Daytona Beach. So that'd be a great experience to go to. And I know my dad would like that. I mean, he was a huge Earnhardt fan back in the day, so they have that whole statue and everything there. So it'd be cool. It'd be cool. But
they were talking like you're talking about the track. It's the stands they have there. It holds like 100,000 people.
Yeah.
To put that in mind. Like I'm trying to get off topic, but to put that in mind about how big Penn State Stadium is. Penn State holds 110,000.
Yeah.
And that place is huge. The racetrack is holding 100,000. That just puts into perspective how big Penn State's stadium is.
It's amazing.
Extra 10,000.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was an. I didn't see it. I was working all day, so my dad was kind of mad. I mean, he likes Ryan Blaney. I mean, the Blaneys, their whole family's from right down the street. I just saw Dale Blaney like last week.
Yeah.
Dave Blaney was his brother, and then that's Ryan is Dave's son. So I mean, they're from this area. It's cool. They played basketball. They went to my former high school, Badger. So it's cool to root for Blaney, and he's not doing too bad. He's always in the running every year to get a championship. He's always there. So hopefully he can finally get one. But let's go ahead and move on from this now. We'll talk. Maybe we'll mention it here and there throughout the year. But let's move on to some college basketball. Mike, what do you think?
Big weekend. Big last couple of days we've been off.
Yeah. But I think Alec. I think I get that curse, man. The number 2 team.
Share it with the audience. Share it with the listeners.
Yeah, I mean, so it's the past 7 weeks now? 7 weeks in a row now?
Something 6 like or 7, something like that.
6-7 weeks in a row. My number 2 in my rankings has lost consecutively. It doesn't matter who they play. Auburn was my number 2 this week, and they lost to Florida. I saw that score. I was eating food, and I saw it on the ticker. I'm like, no way, are you serious? It happened again? I immediately screenshotted it on my phone and said, I'm like, you can't be serious. It happened again. So
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I don't know what we're going to do now. Probably just omit my second My second. Like, I won't even pick a number 2 because it's cursed. It's cursed. I mean, who would I even pick to pick number 2? Now,
Dude, well, let me look now because some teams
let me
lost.
look.
I don't know. Don't pick a team that you like because you're gonna screw them.
Yeah, I don't know who would be number 2.
Arizona, don't get Arizona out of there.
Yeah, I
'Cause
won't
don't
make
wanna see them
Arizona
lose.
number 2. I'll put Gonzaga at number 2. Maybe Gonzaga will lose.
Yeah, because you hate
If I put
Gonzaga.
them at number lose and Gonzaga loses,
That's
then
saying
they're
something.
yeah,
Then it's time to get
that's
alarmed.
yeah. So you never know.
I mean,
You
look,
never know.
Auburn lost. I think you had Purdue there before.
They lost.
You had Baylor there before.
They lost.
A couple other teams. UCLA, I think they lost. It's just ridiculous.
It's crazy, man. It's
You know,
crazy.
at first it was just fun, like, oh, it's just coincidence. But now it's like,
yeah. Now it's like
man, we have numbers to back that up.
Arizona would be 2 now. Who does Arizona play this week? Let's look.
I don't think it matters, does it? I don't think Utah.
Let's see who they play. They play Utah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they play Utah and Colorado. Watch them lose.
Utah sucks, so.
Yeah. But so does Florida.
I know.
So does Florida. I don't know. I have to think of something. We have to make our rankings tonight. So Arizona looks pretty good. I don't know.
Be careful you put there.
Yeah.
Don't pick a team that you like.
It's got to end sooner or later. This can't happen.
Yeah, but until it happens, we got to ride it out. It's something to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, I can't put Auburn there, and I can't put Purdue there. I have to put Arizona there. I have to.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Let's hope Arizona breaks it then.
Yeah, hopefully. If Utah beats them.
When I saw, I didn't even pay attention to it because I actually saw some of that game.
Really?
And I wasn't even paying attention to it. But then I saw you guys start texting the group message. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Again?
Can't believe it.
I forgot we picked that game.
I was eating dinner, and they're showing highlights. The Seton Hall was about to play, so they're showing highlights. And they're like, oh, Florida upsets Auburn. I'm like, oh, my gosh. And they won by 1. They won by 1 point. I'm like, are you serious?
1 point. That makes it – that's another thing.
That makes it even more like, Matt. They won by 1. It just makes it even more like suspicious. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's always – I wasn't even the one that realized it. It was Alec. Alec realized it. I'm like, Matt, your number 2 is like losing every week. It's the curse. He's calling it the curse of Morrison.
Yeah, it's a Matt curse.
Yeah, the Matt curse. I can't believe it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
You can't even make it up at this point.
No, you can't. You can't. But let's go ahead and pick this game. We got the Hoosiers taking on the Buckeyes here tonight. This one should be a pretty good game. They're both similar teams. Indiana 16-9, Ohio State 16-7. Ohio State has a 75.9% to win this game. They're favored by 6.5. So, I mean, they're at home, I bet. Yeah, they're at home, so that's why. So, this one should be pretty good. What do you think?
I think it should be entertaining. Indiana's a team that we talked about. We were pretty excited when Penn State beat them because we thought highly of them. And Ohio State's a team that I thought – I tell Alec all the time, they're a good team in basketball. I'm not getting that wrong, but it's just I feel like they haven't, fully hit their stride or put it all together. No. And I feel like at this time, starting with this game and finishing out the season, going to the Big Ten tournament – and the NCAA tournament, this is time for them to start heating it up a little bit because that's the best time to start playing your best basketball going into that. And we've seen them struggle in the first round of the tournament. The last couple times I've been in it, or the first couple rounds, pardon. But I think this Ohio State team's better. I'm going to pick them in this game. Where's this one at, by the way?
Huh?
Where's it at?
It's in Columbus.
Is it? And it's again. I think Indiana keep close. They're a good team. I think they're one of the middle of the pack, kind of above average teams in the Big Ten. Yeah. So I think it could be a close game, but I think Ohio State's got it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ohio State too. Indiana's kind of been on a slide. They lost 3 in a row. So, I mean, wait, was it 3 in a row? Yeah, they've actually lost 4 in a row. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. Ohio State, I mean, they're doing pretty good. They did lose to Iowa, but they had some big wins against Michigan and Minnesota. And, Maryland, they beat Maryland too, but everybody beats them. But, I mean, they're doing a little better. I think they're going to hit their stride. And, Yeah, they're gonna go and take on the Hoosiers from Bloomington, and they're gonna win. That's what I think. I think
Yeah.
they're more talented than Indiana. I think Indiana is still trying to figure out what their vision is, if that makes sense. I think they're still trying to figure out what's going on there. If they've
I think
been
a lot of teams
bad the
are.
past couple of years and they're finally doing okay, so I think it's some adjusting they have to get to. So I gotta go roll with the Buckeyes here.
Yeah.
So
And I
you
think
can
when they end
write
up
these down. Remember,
when they end up finding a way to, they should end up finding a way to put it together. I'm not saying they haven't. I'm just saying I think they could get better. And
yeah,
especially what we saw early in the year from them. And I think once they start to do that, they're gonna be scary. Because they have good players. They have EJ Liddell.
They
They
do.
have the guys around them that are stepping up.
They do.
That are guys that I told Alec at the beginning of the year I'd like to see step up, and they have. But I just feel like they can take it somewhere else.
Yeah, me too. But let's go ahead. Let's move on to this next game here. I don't want to spend too much on college basketball since we spend a lot talking about it tomorrow, because tomorrow we do our rankings.
Yep.
So we'll go quickly with these games, and we'll fill in some other stuff. We'll talk hockey and we'll talk Penguins.
There's a
again.
game going on
Mondays.
now, I think.
Oh, really?
I think
okay.
Boston's playing. It was a 1:00 game.
Avalanche? We're actually supposed to talk about that game. Is that happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna go on. It's been going on.
Boston's up 1-0, unfortunately.
Really? Reloading.
Second.
Reloading. Yeah. Holy cow.
I saw it. I was looking at the games earlier, and there's a 3:00 one too coming up.
Oh, that's
Philly.
cool. That's
Then
cool.
4:00.
So we'll
there's
talk
some early
hockey.
ones today.
Well, I mean, I think Mondays are our hockey day. We'll talk Pens and stuff like that.
Yep.
So every Monday you'll hear some Pens and hockey talk from us. And I
Definitely
mean,
Pens
sometimes Cavs too, but I mean, there's really no basketball to talk about, just that All-Star game, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But let's go ahead and pick these next two basketball games here for college. How about Arizona State, the Sun Devils versus the UCLA Bruins? Bruins, they've fallen off a little bit, but I think they still have enough edge to beat Arizona State. I mean, they're talented still. And, I mean, I know they lost to them last time. They were in Arizona State, and I think they just got the best of them. But they're at home now. Mainly because they're at home, I'm going to go UCLA.
I mean, that's your team. You think they're overrated?
I think they are overrated. But I don't
kind of
think
agree.
Arizona State's going to come in here and beat them at home.
Arizona State's just not that good, to be honest.
No.
10-15.
Neither is UCLA, but they're better than Arizona State.
19-5. I mean, yeah, they're better.
12th is a respectable spot to be in, but they're up and down. They're up and down.
Arizona State's lost some bad teams.
They're so crazy and inconsistent. I mean, it's up and down, up and down. I'm like, what do you just settle? And then I'd be on them. I'd be with them. But they don't. They're not consistent. That's dangerous in college basketball.
Yeah.
So but I'm still picking them. But
I mean, Arizona State's lost some bad teams. Washington's not good. Stanford's not good either. I mean, there's some bad teams in the Pac-12 they lost to. Yeah. Colorado's okay, but they're nothing special.
Yeah.
And Cal stinks too. So UCLA, I kind of agree with you.
Or Colorado and Utah have to play Arizona this week.
Yeah.
That's the two teams.
Yeah.
It's always the bad team that beats them too.
I know. Always.
It's always the bad. It's never. That's another thing too. We got to check on that. I don't think it's been a good team versus a good team. I think it's been a bad team beating these number 2 seeds. I think
pretty much has been.
Because Florida.
I think you had. You had Purdue at number 2 before, right?
Yeah.
I think it was when they lost to Rutgers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And
Rutgers
doesn't stink, but at that time they weren't what
lost.
they are. Yeah.
I can't believe that.
But anyway, we'll get away from that curse. But
yeah. But I'm going.
UCLA is better. I agree with you. I think they're a good team. Obviously, I'm not taking anything away from them, but they're
inconsistent.
They're inconsistent, and they're just I don't put them in that top 5 category. Obviously,
me either.
But yeah, in this matchup, they're clearly the best team.
Yeah. But let's go and pick another game, and we'll also talk about that incident that happened too with Michigan and Wisconsin. We'll talk about that a little bit too, and then we'll move into the All-Star game talk. But how about this next game? The Baylor Bears taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Oklahoma State still saying 500. That's okay. Stay 500. You just lost your huge star in Cunningham, who did pretty good in this All-Star weekend. But they're doing all right for a team that's trying to fill that void of Cunningham. Staying 500. That's pretty good. But Baylor, I think the huge disappointment here is Baylor. What's going on?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's going on. Some of their losses. Texas Tech, man, look out for Texas Tech. Those Red Raiders, they are definitely a dark horse to win this thing. They are.
Oh, you mean to go all the way?
You can't count them out. You cannot count them out. I was working.
That's a fair
this
statement.
Guy came up and he was asking me who I think. Yeah, that's one of the teams I said. They've lost some games, but they're beating top opponents. So you never know. You never know. It's March. It's called March Madness for a reason. And March 1st.
They're ranked number 9.
Coming.
I think now they'd be third seed.
March 1st, I know what conference plays start, like conference titles starts, because that's when YSU, the women's at least, start their Horizon
next
tournament.
Weekend or next week.
Yeah, I want to go to some games. I want to see.
Yeah, if they have some home first round, second round matches, I want to go.
I want to go. Yeah.
Especially boys too. I don't know where they're going to be at, but
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go see them too. I was at their game Saturday. Yeah, Saturday when they took on IUPUI and they beat them, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. It doesn't matter if you're a 1 seed or a 5 or 6 seed, you can still win it. You just gotta be in it. So you gotta have some home games too. You have to be that top. I think top 5 seeds clinch a home spot.
I think so.
Something like that. But let's go pick this game. I'm picking Baylor, even though I think they've fallen off. I think they're a better team than Oklahoma State. But if Oklahoma State pulls something off, I don't care. I'm not going to pick Baylor. I'm not going to trust them. I really don't trust them. But how can you be that good? They were 15-0. We were saying, they're unstoppable. I know that they have 5 losses, but these losses are like, what the heck? They didn't even contend against Kansas. Kansas came in and beat the heck out of them. And, Texas Tech took it to them too. So, I don't know. I'm not high on them anymore like I was. So,
yeah.
But who are you picking?
Who'd you pick?
I picked Baylor. Write that down. Pick the upset.
I think I'm going to. Actually,
go ahead.
I don't. I'm not going to fall for that. I don't know if it was that last game against TCU or Texas Tech one. I'm still willing to give Baylor some chances.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna stay that way. You gotta be safe.
Right.
You gotta be safe. You can't fall for every upset. There's certain ones to pick, but this one's just not it.
It's not. But all right, let's talk about this incident. We won't go too much into it because we don't know all the stuff that happened. But Juwan Howard getting in a fight with who was it? You know more than I do. Mike. So once you,
I didn't even watch the game, but I
didn't even watch the game. I saw the
something
clip.
Where, again, if I get it wrong, I'm sorry, but there was
I'm reading it right now, but
Wisconsin was up big at the end. It's something they were pressing full court, Michigan was pressing, and Wisconsin called a timeout because it was getting close to the 10 seconds. And, Wisconsin called a timeout because they didn't want to go over that. And
I'm reading
something where Juwan Howard got mad. I don't really know the whole situation, but then when they shook hands after the game, that's when the whole thing started. They started shoving each other, and Juwan Howard slapped somebody. People were saying it was a punch. To me, it wasn't really a punch because he kind of just pushed his hand out.
Guard, right? That's the Wisconsin head coach. And I guess Wisconsin called a timeout that they were up by a lot and they still called a timeout near the end of the game. I think that's what made him mad. That's what it says here. They had the game well in hand, it says, but he still called a timeout or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something like that.
They were about to go over the 10 seconds to cross half court. And again, why is Michigan even pressing though? And they're down more than 10 points with 20 seconds left. Why are you pressing?
I don't get that. So, but there are some words said, and Howard ends up throwing a punch at him and strikes him. But I mean, why would you do that? They're actually thinking about firing him now. Like that's what I heard. Like it's in
we'll see.
conversation.
That's not
see.
an overreaction.
So, but he's definitely somebody that.
And then the players actually started getting into it, throwing like more,
but it was
worse
still
than
like
what he did.
I mean, it was such a me-headed move. You know, like why would you say that, or why would you do that? You know, you're gonna lose games. You don't hit people. You're gonna lose games. You're having a bad year. I guess the frustration just got to him, and he's like, "That's it, man. I'm hitting somebody." I guess that's what it was. I'm mad. We're losing, and he does. Or I don't know. He did something that he didn't like, and next thing you know, he punches him.
Again, I'm not defending anybody.
It's happened to me before. My emotions have gotten the best of me.
But wait,
I do stuff that I don't want to.
Oh, we all do, yeah. But I'm not defending anybody. If you watch
it, professional level,
Juwan Howard touched him in the face. You don't do that, but it wasn't a punch. If you look at it,
I'm watching this again.
He kind of like grazed his face. He hit him, but it wasn't a punch. Like he didn't like sucker punch.
He didn't.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it was wrong. I'm not defending him, but.
Yeah, I'm rewatching it right now.
Because if you watch after what he did, if you watch some of the players, they did way worse than he did.
Yeah,
but he started it, so he sets the example.
He started it. I'm watching this right now. What's his? One of the players got involved there. Oh yeah, he hit the one. He didn't even get phased. Like the one dude just. Oh
yeah, that's what I mean.
He didn't punch him. But then the players start fighting. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, the players start throwing stuff.
They were throwing punches.
Yeah, way worse.
Oh man, that's unbelievable. But let's go ahead and move on from that. Let's go on. Let's talk Olympics first. Okay. So the main thing.
You've been keeping up with it. I really haven't been, honestly.
I just Googled it this morning for something to talk about, and I saw something interesting when I Googled it. I know I sent the article in the chat. I don't think it's in our
Don't bring that up.
To talk about it.
Do not bring that up.
We're not going to bring it up. If you guys want to know, I'm not going to talk about it. Like,
I know what it is, but I'm not saying anything.
Like whoever's watching, just search Olympics, and it'll pop right up. Let's make sure that it will. It's the first thing that popped up. I'm not going to talk about it, but it's the first thing that popped up. Yeah, it's still there. But go ahead and just search Olympics, and it's the first thing that pops up.
I'm sorry. I was like, only Matt can find that, to be honest.
Yeah. No, all I did was I was looking for stuff to talk about.
I know. You didn't do anything wrong.
All I searched was Olympics. I was trying to find what the hockey team did, and that's the first thing that popped up. So we won't talk about it, though. But we're going to talk about this. Finland beats ROC, that's Russian Olympic Committee. That's what they're going by now because of that whole, doping scandal. We won't go into that, but they're going by Russian Olympic Committee, and Finland actually beats them to win the gold. So, but one of the big upsets was Slovakia upset the USA hockey team in a shootout. I heard. So, I mean. That was such a huge upset. Everybody thought it was their year this year, but it's hockey. It happens. But that's pretty cool. I mean, Finland finally getting one. I mean, Finland doesn't really do too much, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I knew the hockey team lost. That's one thing I did know.
Yeah. But I mean, that's all I really got for the Olympics. I just wanted to talk about the hockey.
I kept saying going into it, I wanted to keep up with the skiing because I recently learned how to ski and I wanted to keep up with it, but I just haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I like the Winter Olympics. I just haven't.
Is it ending soon? I don't even know when it ends.
I don't even know.
I don't know. Alec would know. Alec talks more about the Olympics, but
apologies for me not following it.
Yeah. But we're trying to get halfway. I'm trying to get a half an hour into the show here, and then we can come up with something.
No, we got it.
But I don't know. Olympics every year. I like the Olympics. Yeah,
I like the
Olympics
Olympics.
Are cool too. Yeah, I like it.
And especially some of the sports that
the curling's cool. That dude.
Some of the ones that kind of picked up on, like added.
Yeah, so it's fun to watch. But
I wish though for like the Winter Olympics, like in the Summer Olympics, like they have basketball. Like that's when basketball season ends.
They need to get
baseball too. That'd be awesome. But I wish like hockey, they didn't. There was a situation where they didn't have it in the middle of the season. so get everybody to play, which would be cool. But I mean, it's a winter sport. So, but yeah, baseball would be sweet. But they have the World Baseball Classic. It's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, it is. It is
I think that's coming up too.
Yeah,
I think they had that.
Yeah, it should be coming up. It should be.
I think they had it like they might have had to cancel or postpone a year because of COVID. But let me look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking up something too. Here we go. I think I got it.
I watched that last time. It was sweet.
What's that?
I watched the World Baseball Classic like the last.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of times. A couple of Cleveland's team was in there, so that's pretty cool. I'm checking in on the bobsled, tournament. I know they had the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah.
And it's basically that movie Cool Runnings. That's on Disney Plus. It's the Jamaican bobsled team that's in the Olympics. Yeah. So let's see what they got here.
By the way, I think it's this summer it should be. I don't know if
it should be 2 years away. Because, we could talk about this. DK Metcalf said he wants to try and compete for the Olympics. I think that's 2024.
What's he gonna do?
I think running, 100 or something like that. Yeah, like he's gonna start training. That's what he said. I mean, he still play football, but like he's
Olympics you could do in the summer.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That'd be cool to see him do that. I mean, he's got.
He probably has some success in it. Yeah.
Yeah, he could.
He can turn it on.
Yeah, so that'd be cool to see that. But, all right, we're about halfway into it. Let's talk about this NBA All-Star game. So, we can talk about whatever we want. But this All-Star game, Stephen Curry got MVP, 50 points. It's just an offensive game. There's no defense at all. But
there isn't. But
no. But 163 to 160. I'm like, come on. Why don't you guys actually play? What if they actually played the game? And
Jared Allen kind of did.
Yeah, so did Darius Garland. They did pretty good. They finished all right. What was the stats?
Jared Allen blocked Embiid.
Yeah.
Down to the post. I didn't really watch the game. I just saw that.
I watched the first half, and then I watched the NBA 75 thing. So that was cool seeing all those old players, man. The main thing I was trying to do was to guess who all the old guys were. Like, oh, who's that old guy? I'm like, the one was John Stockton, and then Julius Erving came out.
Then George Gervin came out. He gained some weight. Didn't even look like him.
Yeah. I'm like, God, that's Dr. J.
Yeah. But I watched obviously the beginning when they introduced players. So I want to see Garland and Allen, get introduced.
Oh, yeah.
Then I saw the halftime stuff. The last couple All-Star games are just not, like you said, they're not entertaining. I just know what it is now. It's just,
I don't like
it's a good pickup game to watch. It's entertainment.
Team LeBron, Team Durant stuff. I like that when it was East versus West.
Me too. I kind of miss that. And the jerseys were better too.
Like you had DeMar DeRozan facing against Zach LaVine. Like that's dumb. Like they should be on the same East. It should be East versus West.
You have bragging rights for which conference is better for that year.
Yeah. And I remember in baseball in the All-Star game, whoever won the All-Star game, like if it was the American League or the National League, that's who would get home field advantage.
Yeah,
but they changed that.
I think it's
a couple years
some
ago.
of the stuff that they changed. Like I think it's cool. Like, yeah, it was kind of cool at first what the NBA is trying to do to make it like more playground type. But it's just like it's. I get it now. It's just not. Don't get too fancy with it because now they carried it over to the Rising Stars game, which I thought was kind of cool. By the way, that was kind of cool.
I like the Rising Stars.
I
watched a little bit of that. Didn't you go to that?
I wasn't there. I was up in the city, but I wasn't at it. But
okay.
It was cool watching on TVs there. But a lot of people were actually into it because obviously Mobley and Cora were in it.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but it was an alright game. I like seeing Jared Allen. He got 10 points, 9 rebounds, and then what was it? Yeah, Darius Garland had 13 points and 3 assists. So that's pretty good for. That's their All-Star game debuts. So that's pretty cool. I like what Fred VanVleet was doing. It was cool to see VanVleet play, and of course, Stephen Curry. 50 points, man.
Yeah,
he was launching them from half court.
Yeah, I know.
It was insane. This is insane. Yeah, that's what he does. And he won MVP. LeBron had 24 points, and Giannis had 30 points. But I mean, I don't get this. Every time, this is kind of making me mad a little bit. I'm not going to go off here too much, but I know what you're thinking. What I know what you know what I'm going to say. But
Go ahead.
LeBron James, okay. Every time they're bringing up Cleveland now, especially because the All-Star game was in Cleveland, then Cleveland's good. They're not recognizing the players on the team. They're not recognizing what Darius is doing or what Jared Allen or Mobley or even Kevin Love, even what the whole
Who's still
team
there?
is doing.
Yeah.
They're not recognizing that. You know what they're all saying? They're saying, "Oh, just imagine if LeBron James was on this team. Like they'd be so better. They'd be winning." I'm like, why can't you get past that?
They already are winning.
Like they're already winning. Like if LeBron James comes in there, I don't know how you didn't hear boos at him.
By the way, here's only thing I'm going to say on the show because you know the way I feel about this.
Yeah.
Only thing I'm going to say is I've heard, obviously there's going to be storylines coming out of it because he's back in Cleveland where the All-Star game is. That's where he plays, where he's from. I get it.
They based that whole thing off of LeBron because it was in Cleveland, not off the team they have.
But here's my thing. Yeah, and that's what annoys me. But here's my main thing that I thought of. And I saw this on Twitter. I forget who posted it. It actually made me think a little bit. They're a good team right now. I don't know when he's available. He's free agent after this year, right?
I guess.
I don't know when he is, or whenever he.
I guess the door is still open for his return.
But here's my point. Here's my point.
I wouldn't want him back.
But here's the main thing. Okay, the Cavs are in a position now where they're good, and the team he's on is not good. We all know the Lakers aren't good right now. But who's to say that he might want to come back? But who's to say the Cavs want him back? Who's to say Dan Gilbert wants him back?
If they want, I'll be pretty much done watching.
But here's he could say all he wants on TV, I'm doors open, whatever he said, he would want to come back. But how does he know the Cavs want him?
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't sign there if they don't want you.
Yeah. I don't even know. I just have that weird feeling in my stomach that, they'd bring him back because it's LeBron.
Matt, I'm going to tell you what. Again, I'm not getting too far into it.
Me either. But we're feeling
this is the first time. But wait, this is the first time since he's been in the league that Dan Gilbert has a team that is better than LeBron since LeBron left.
Yeah.
And Dan Gilbert loves this right now. He's probably laughing his, what off because he has a better team than what LeBron has. So, you got to tell me, he wants to see how this goes and tries to win without him.
Yeah, experiment with it. Don't just sign him back. Don't sign him back. Everybody, Stephen A. Smith went off about it. Man, you imagine if LeBron James was on this team? Yeah, I could imagine. Bickerstaff would be zoned out. He wouldn't be coaching. It'd be all LeBron's coaching. This is LeBron's team. And he'd trade everybody.
I just feel I agree with you, Matt.
That's what he did last time. He traded everybody away, or people wanted to be gone because he was there. That's what Irving left. We finally got. We weren't the best team in 2013, 14, but we were starting to come around. We had Tristan Thompson. We had, Kyrie Irving. We were starting we were starting to be contenders again. And he came back, made us instant stars. But
here's my only thing.
They're that close. They're that close to the cusp.
I've told you this before, and I even said it on the show. And this last thing I'm going to say about this. Can't Cavs fans just be happy? Number one, they're out of 3 teams in Cleveland. Number one, the Cavs are the best team right now. It's not even close because the Browns just had a bad year. Guardians or whatever they are now, they're just not what they were. But here's the thing: the Cavs, can't you just be happy? Especially people
today.
Especially
too later.
But especially though people our age, can't you just be happy that they are good without LeBron right now?
Yeah,
we've never seen it before.
I'm excited.
And I think all weekend, that they were making about LeBron, is he coming back? Is he not? That's a discredit for the 2 All-Stars they had there and the team that they have right now. That's actually better than the team he's on. So
that made me mad. That's all they talked about.
That's all the reporters asked him. That's all they asked him, and that's all they talked about the whole weekend and now today on ESPN.
It made me mad.
How about talk about the 4th place Cavs right now without him? Yeah. Because they're in 4th place. They're better than the Lakers right now. They're one of the top teams in the East. Talk about them right now.
Talk about them right here and now. don't talk about like what they'd be with LeBron. It's getting annoying.
I know.
It is. It's making me mad. That's what it's doing. But let's talk about. I like when they did the. We won't talk about this anymore. But I like when they, the whole NBA the 75 thing. When they did Kobe Bryant, the whole Kobe Bryant thing was cool. I like that. His wife was there, and I think it wasn't. No, but never mind. But Michael Jordan went right up when he got announced. He went right up to her, and I like Michael going up to Dennis Rodman because they played each other. Yeah, that's cool. He went right up to. He went right up to Dennis Rodman. That was the first person he went up to, and I thought that was pretty cool. We've all seen the Last Dance documentary, and he had to babysit Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
he did. He had to go to his house to get him for practice.
Yeah,
my dad and I were talking about when Rodman took that little vacation. He's like, he's not gonna go. If you let him go, he's not gonna come back. He won't be back in 3 days. It's like I want the Vegas.
Yeah,
riding motorcycles and stuff.
Yeah,
he's funny.
Oh, he is funny. He's one of the characters in the league. But my favorite part of that 75 thing, and even my dad, he liked it too. For how many times Michael Jordan, he beat him 5 times in the playoffs, the Cavs, and he prevented him from winning at least one championship. He comes up last, and the whole place gives him a standing ovation. That was cool.
Oh,
it's respect.
Absolutely.
It's respect for the greats.
Absolutely.
You could dislike him all you want for beating your team, but he was at least you lost to a guy that nobody else beat either. So it's not like the Cavs were the only team that couldn't beat him.
Yeah.
So that was my favorite part.
Was Karl Malone announced?
Yeah.
I like when Malone came out and Michael Jordan was out. I think they were right by each other. And I had this huge canvas in my room looking at it right now where it's that final shot against the Utah Jazz in his last finals. I keep looking at it, and Karl Malone's face is just deadlocked on that basketball. He's like, oh, crap. He's going in. You see, John Stockton was there too. Stockton had his back turned. He was actually trying to guard Steve Kerr in case he shot a pass out to Kerr, who can nail shots too. But Stockton was there too. And just to have those guys there, I'm like, Michael Jordan standing there with all the guys that he beat. He beat a lot of those guys that were there. Hakeem was there. Clyde was there. They beat them. They beat the Utah Jazz. They beat – who else was there?
I don't know if you agree with this or if the listeners agree with this, but my dad – I was watching it with him, obviously. Yeah. And, I think the Cavs had LeBron, Nate Thurman, and Lenny Wilkins in it, 3 Cavs that were nominated.
Yeah.
My dad was like – he was like, some of these players that got picked, he's like, how was Mark Price not picked?
Yeah, how was Mark Price not picked? How was Brad Daugherty? How was Brad Daugherty not picked?
I don't know. To me, other than LeBron, and some of the recent guys I've had, Mark Price is the best, one of the best they ever had.
Probably, yeah.
And Brad Daugherty was sweet, but my dad's he's not just because he watched him. I didn't watch him, but you think Cavs think Mark Price
Yeah, that's cool. That's too bad Larry Bird wasn't actually there. He was doing the video. It would be sweet to see Bird there in Cleveland. That'd be sweet. That'd be really sweet because Bird had his run-ins with the Cavs too.
Yeah,
they went through them too. So I found it funny that Dennis Rodman was there, and Dennis Rodman was originally part of the whole Bad Boys team with Isaiah Thomas. And Michael Jordan and Dennis were all talking and stuff. I'm like, man. Them and Isaiah won't even talk. Not even to this day, I bet. But
that whole thing.
Rodman was former teammates of both of them.
Yeah,
I found that funny. But I bet you they probably won't even talk to Dennis.
My favorite part, aside from the 75 thing, my favorite part obviously had to be Saturday night. The Team Cavs winning the Skills Challenge.
Yeah,
and Mobley winning it with a half-court shot with 5 seconds into the event.
The first try, too.
His first try. Well, the team's second shot, but his first try.
Yeah,
that was sweet.
Try. That was pretty sweet. But it was just cool to see that. The last time this All-Star game was in Cleveland, what was it, 97? 97? Yep. So that was cool. So
let's bring it back 25 years from now for 100.
You had Kobe there. I think Michael was there 97, 96. Yeah, yep. Michael Jordan was in it, definitely.
Terrell Brandon was in it for the Cavs.
Terrell Brandon was slick, man.
Yeah.
He was slick. Too bad he kind of fell off a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially
it was awesome, man. Because that That was the first time that, like, I told my dad, because I don't remember, out of my favorite teams, that was the first time I actually remember an All-Star game being there. Because when I was younger, the Pirates had Major League Baseball when I was younger, but I don't remember it. So I actually remember this one, watched the whole weekend. So
Same thing with Cleveland, like with 2016, or what was that? What was it? 2019?
Yeah.
19. So that was still cool.
Yeah,
but
let's bring it back 100 or 25 years from now for a 100-year anniversary.
We'll all be old.
We'll be like 47.
25 years. I mean, I'm 22. Yeah, I'll be like 47. Yeah. 46, 47.
Jeez.
Man. There's a guy I work with right now that just turned 49. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's something to think about.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we'll be there. Unless, I mean, yeah. We'll get there. But
we'll be working.
Let's move on here. Let's move on to hockey. What's going on with this hockey game now? We were going to pick it. Oh, man. I don't think it's fair to pick it now. Boston's up 4-1 over the Colorado Avalanche. I was originally going to pick Colorado. I mean, I'll be honest.
Colorado's your team, Matt. I told you they're always good in the regular season. Well, it's still regular season, but I'm just saying.
They're just playing Boston. That's it.
They'll have 9 losses, too. That's insane.
Yeah, but, I mean, Colorado, I mean, this is a prime example right here. Colorado, I mean, they're good, but they're getting their butts kicked by a hard-nosed East team.
Yeah.
It's always those West. They're in the West.
A good Boston team. I know you don't like them, but you got to give them their credit.
Boston's they're tough.
Yeah.
They'll kick the heck
they always
out
are.
of you. They'll beat you up. They do. That's what all those East teams do. Pittsburgh, Washington, Boston, New York, the Rangers. You know, I mean, they're hard-nosed teams. You don't mess around with them. Colorado, they're good. They're flashy, but they're soft. They can't fight. They can't be aggressive. So that's what's going to happen. But I was going to pick – I mean, I was going to pick them, but I won't. Let's go and pick this game now. This is coming on at 3. So Flyers versus Hurricanes. And Hurricanes, I mean, they're a heck of a team. They just beat the Penguins yesterday. And that was a tough game yesterday. I heard, 4-3 they beat them. But, man, like – Penguins got to start winning games like that. They got to start winning games.
I mean, they're keeping afloat, but they're just not.
Yeah.
It's hard to do what they did.
They got to start winning games or people are going to start questioning, like, hey, can they beat these teams? Are they a joke team? Are they, are they overrated?
I think we know they can.
Win games like this. They have to win games like this. But Carolina, they're a heck of a team. I mean, I'm picking Carolina over Philly. They're a heck of a team. I mean, Sebastian Aho, man, is sweet. He is good.
Yeah.
And so is Tony DeAngelo, too. So, but Flyers, I like their goaltender, Hart. He's a good young guy. And, Claude Giroux's all right, too. I mean, he's been there forever.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going Carolina here. Where are you going?
I'm going Carolina as well. I think it's the easy pick.
You've been writing these down?
Yeah. We haven't picked that many.
No, we haven't picked too many.
We picked 2 basketball games, right?
Yeah.
And now the hockey. I'm going Carolina as well. I think they're easy pick in this one. Like you said, I like some things Philly has, but they're a rebuilding team. Carolina's a good team.
They're always kind of rebuilding, though.
They just haven't really got over that rebuild. Like they got on the cusp of like doing something, but they
don't.
They just don't get over it.
Yeah, but let's go ahead. Let's just move into some Penguins talk here. We got 15.
Wait, by the way, though, there's another good. This game's really good tonight too. Jets and Flames.
Jets and Flames will be a good game too. Let's go and pick that then. Let's pick that game. Since we couldn't pick.
That's probably the best game out of the 5 today.
Yeah, since we couldn't pick the original game I had, but it's 4-1.
That's a tough game.
It's the end of the second, so maybe Colorado will come back, maybe. But Boston's just strong.
Yeah, they're at home too. They're tough to beat at home.
Yeah, they are. Pasternak had a goal. But Patrice Bergeron and Pasternak, there's your 2 guys. Pasternak is a hard-nosed player, and so is Bergeron. I can't stand them, but they're good. They're a good team. They don't need the best record. They can still win and beat the heck out of anybody they want. Their record, they don't care about their record. They don't care what
sometimes
seed they're
Pittsburgh's
in.
that way too.
Yeah, they don't care what seed they're in. If they get in, they're going to take it to the max.
Yeah.
And they'll win. If you take them lightly, which some teams have, and I don't know why you would, but they'll kick your butt. They will kick your butt.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing here. Colorado. This is a prime example why I said Colorado is too soft.
You still got another period to go, but you're down 3
Yeah, I
goals.
know,
You
but
gotta,
still, you can't fall behind like this. Even
you're
if
down
they
3
end
goals
up coming
with
back, you
20
can't
minutes
fall
left.
behind. This is just Boston too.
Yeah.
If you fall behind like this to Pittsburgh or Carolina, that's it.
Yeah.
You're not coming back. You're not. So let's go. Let's pick this game: Jets versus Flames. Jets always used to be so good. Now they're starting to take a fall a little bit.
Flames built themselves back up too.
They did. Flames are pretty good. I'm going to go to Flames. I'm picking the Flames in this game, but it should be pretty good.
I'm going to go opposite and pick the road team.
I'll
go Jets.
You go the Jets? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a tough game.
Cool.
Like I said, out of at least record-wise, out of these 5 games today, that's definitely the best one, on paper at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, a game that match, or a game like that, a matchup like that, it's close. You go Flames, I'll go Jets. Somebody's got to pick one of them.
Somebody's got to pick them.
It's not like you're going wrong either way. They're 2 good teams.
Yeah, they're pretty good teams. But let's go. Wait, 247. Let's talk a little bit more about this game. Let's get the 250, and we'll just talk about hockey. Okay. But I mean, Johnny Gaudreau's their leader for the Flames. He's one
of the better players in the league.
Oh yeah, he's fast too. He's up there with who's his name? What's his name? The dude from the Oilers.
McDavid.
Yeah, Connor McDavid, man. Dude, I like Connor McDavid.
He's freaking fast.
He's freaking fat. Faster than Jimmy Johns, man.
Yeah.
You think they're freaking fast. Yeah. Whew. But Johnny Gaudreau is one of those fast players too. So is Gensel. Jake Gensel, he can fly too for the Penguins. He's got some speed too. But Gaudreau, I mean, he's playing for the Flames. I mean, that fits. I mean, that's what he's moving like. But the main guy for the Jets, I mean, Kyle Connors, I mean, he's one of those solid players. 29 goals. Gaudreau has 20 goals. 43 assists, though. He can dish that. He can fly up and down the ice. And when he whips that puck over, like that, he makes everybody else on his team better. Because they're prepared for him to pass that puck like that. I mean, 43 assists, Mike. 43. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like he dishes that out. Like he, wraps it around the boards and, or just, drives in and just flips it back. They're sharp, clean passes too. I've seen them. So, man, you gotta look out for that.
Passing's hard in hockey, but it's like, you gotta be ready for it.
You gotta be ready for that. You have to be ready. But this one should be good. But going Flames. But all right, let's go ahead. Final 10 minutes here. We got to do Beast of the Week too, and I'm still trying to think of who to give it to. So I don't know. Let's do that right now. Let's help each other out. I was thinking.
I mean, I don't want to give out a bunch because I don't want to. We got to have one award. I don't want to give out a bunch of honorable mentions, but
I was thinking Stephen Curry, 50 points.
I was just going to say that.
All right, let's go ahead and give it. Beast of the Week is Stephen Curry. 50 points in an All-Star game. We got the award. Too. He got the MVP. So, yeah, that was pretty cool.
For you.
What's up?
So we talked about, we picked all the events on Friday for All-Star Weekend. Every event that had a Cav in it, they won.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The Rising Stars, the Skills Challenge, and the All-Star Game.
The young cat, like the main guys.
Yeah.
Like Okoro, Mobley, and Garland.
They're
Allen.
Their team won the Rising Stars. Team Cavs won the Skills Challenge, and
the
Team LeBron had the 2 guys on it. They won.
I mean, that Taco Bell Skills Challenge. I mean, do you really think Giannis and his brothers were going to beat them?
No, because they can't shoot.
The one brother who, Alex, I mean, he's not even in the league. He plays for the G League.
I thought for sure. I mean, I picked Cavs because they're my team, but I thought it was going to be between them and the rookies because, who are you putting? Like, the Cavs put Garland last to close it out, which he did. He hardly missed any shots.
And that Rising Stars team, I mean, they beat a couple of tough teams too. Yeah. So, but Bill Walton's team won. Bill Walton.
Yeah.
They were by Walton, right?
Who? Cavs?
Yeah. Who were the Cavs?
No, they were Team Barry. Rick Barry.
Yeah, Rick Barry. That's right. That's still cool though. But that was pretty cool. So yeah, we're gonna give it to Stephen Curry, though. I mean, that's just unbelievable what he does. Yeah. I mean, he was launching them from half court, like both, no problem either.
And he won the first I think it's the first year that Kobe All MVP award, right?
Yeah.
So good for him.
Win that. So that's pretty cool. But all right, got about 9 minutes. Ugh. Talk some hockey. But
talk Penguins, man. We got them.
Yeah, we're gonna talk our.
They don't play tonight, though.
They don't play tonight.
Actually, we don't have to pick this one, but Penn State plays Maryland tonight.
Basketball?
Yeah.
No.
It's not a good game, but at least it's our team. Because none of our teams play tonight. Cavs don't play till Thursday, I think.
Thursday or something like that. But,
too long.
And they need a break, man. They're going to come out firing.
They do, but I just hate when they're not playing because I like watching them.
Yeah, me too. There's nothing to watch.
How about Detroit? That's who they open up the second half against. Let's get some revenge on them.
Yeah. Oh, Detroit. How do you lose to Detroit? But Penguins, next time they play is... Oh, well, we got Alec joining here with audio. What's up?
I just saw Alex joining in.
Yeah, I saw he was joining in with audio.
Thought he wasn't talking
just checking in on us. But we still got 8 minutes.
Penguins don't play till Thursday either. What the heck?
Yeah, they don't play till Thursday. Oh, man. What are we going to watch? What's on TV?
They go the Dogs.
Yeah, I heard. Who's that, Mo?
Well, it's a nice day. People are starting to walk out again, so they get nervous when they see people walking by.
That's funny. That's funny. But, yeah, they don't. Thursday, they play New Jersey. Then they got to play the Rangers. So.
Yeah, that tough schedule's coming up like we talked about last week.
Then they get Columbus, and then here come the tough games. Tampa Bay, they're at Tampa Bay, at Carolina, home versus Florida, home versus Las Vegas, and then back on the road again versus Carolina again. We got to win these games. We got to win these games.
Me and you both talked about it last week.
March is going to be a tough month.
This is it.
We got to come out on top.
Tough stretch. I mean,
games.
That big streak they came out on after they had to postpone games. This is bigger than that because you're playing a bunch of
This is a time where you got to go on a 5, or even 7-10 game win streak. Do this now. This now against these top opponents. So that'd be sweet to see them do that. But
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
It's gonna be fun to see both these teams, our teams, Penguins and Cavs. It's big coming out. I think that the Penguins have a harder schedule coming out second half to finish out the season, but the Cavs, you got to keep going here because they're fighting for a position in the East. Penguins are trying to win the division, a hard division too, and they're playing a bunch of them teams coming up too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun to watch these where they end up and finish out the season. Also, some of the other teams in hockey too. See what happens in this division. We've been talking it up. Who finishes where? So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we don't have to just talk Penguins. I mean, we can give an update every week. I mean, we got some time, 5 minutes, but teams to look out for. Obviously, I mean, we like our Pens, but man, that's who was it? Well, whoops, 1 second.
You pulling up the standings?
Yep.
Hold on, I got it right here.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, the Penguins aren't in first anymore. Carolina is, but
yeah, by 2 points. But we finally won an overtime game last week. So I was happy.
Because they can't win in overtime. That's another concern.
Yeah. I mean, on the Western, look at how weak this Western Conference is. Okay. First of all, let's talk about how close the Eastern Conference is. Okay, we got in the Atlantic. You got the Florida Panthers are up by 5 points. Tampa Bay is, they're set 5 points behind them, 70, and Florida has 75. Then you go into the Metropolitan; they're all separated. I mean, look, Carolina has 72, Pittsburgh has 70, Rangers have 69, and then the Capitals have 65. Look how close they all are.
It's tight.
That's very tight right there. Okay, that's dangerous. You don't know, they're gonna knock one of each other out.
Columbus is going to be kind of hard for Columbus because they're about 14 points behind Washington, so they got a way to go.
Look in the Western Conference. Let's talk Pacific first. This is a little tight. It's a little tight between the Calgary Flames, Las Vegas, Edmonton, and the Kings, and even throw Anaheim in there too. Anaheim has 57. Kings and Oilers are tied at 59. Then you have the Las Vegas School Knights at 62 and the Flames at 64. That's a close, tight race right there, okay?
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at the favorites. Everybody's favoring the Avalanche. They have a 11-point lead over Minnesota, 76-65. Look how soft that is. I mean, it's not close. Every division is close, but that one.
Well, put this in perspective too, though, Matt. Minnesota has the same record, not point wise, but same record as the Penguins.
Yeah.
And the Penguins are almost. I mean, they're a couple points out of first place in their division.
The Avalanche have played.
They're
13 too.
They're 31-13, and they're 11 points out of first place.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, it's more strong on the other conference, but
yeah.
And out of the division, this is probably the weakest one.
It is. This is the weakest one. Nobody. The champion is not coming out of this division. It is not.
I agree.
Not. It's going to come out Pacific, maybe, but on the west side, maybe. Who is it? The Flames. I mean, any of those teams, Flames, Knights, Oilers, or Kings, even the Ducks. Yeah, any of those teams can make a run.
Yeah.
But so look for one of those teams to represent the West. One of those teams in the Pacific. But on the East side, it's a toss-up. I've been saying it's going to come from the Metropolitan. But, you never really know. Tampa Bay might go. I really just don't see him going a third time in a row and winning it. I don't think anybody's done it 3 times. You never know.
I'm not going to put it out because they still have all their guys that they had the last couple years.
Yeah, but
so
here we go. We're just about to wrap this up here. So,
all right, I got 2 college basketball games and 2 hockey games. Is what we picked, right?
All right. Yep.
Sounds good.
All right, that's gonna do it here on the Matt and Mike edition of the Casual Sports
We'll be back Wednesday.
Podcast. Yeah, we'll be back here on Wednesday. Tomorrow we got the full crew. Alec will be joining with us the whole show tomorrow.
I'll be late.
Some high school basketball and college basketball as well. So, stay tuned here on the Casual Sports Podcast, and also stay tuned for the Power Hour coming up next on YSN Live.
Absolutely.
But see you tomorrow, everybody.